Looking for the best motherboard for Ryzen 7 7800X 3D? To suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get started. Number 5. ASUS ROG Crosshair X670E Hero. At the higher end of the spectrum, for motherboards to match the 7800X 3D, we have the ASUS ROG Crosshair X670E Hero, an option that leaves nothing behind. It very much doesn't shy away from the gamer aesthetic, with a bunch of LED screens and RGB flashing across the board. Along with all the hefty heatsinks and built-up armor on the MOBO, it certainly is a light and is quite a solid bit of kit to try and move around and install. But that does come as a benefit to most, considering the back is also covered, keeping the solder and pins safe and a bit more robust. So not only helps with shorts but also the cooling of the whole board, as it can be vital to its power supply and providing the best performance to the processor. In testing the board with a 7900X, we could test out its capability of running a powerful CPU inside. It drew around 170W in tests and seemed to drop only around 4W for those, making it fairly efficient at getting that power to your processor. During that time, the MOBO temps ranged between 40 to 42 degrees Celsius as the VRMs sat a bit higher in general. But neither had any cause for concern as the mighty heatsinks tamed the power flowing through the board. Being a more expensive motherboard, the I/O selection is certainly more numerous. Just looking at the USB ports on the back, you get 8 Type-A USB 3.2 Gen 2, 2 Type-C USB 3.2, and 2 USB 4 Type-C, allowing you to certainly not worry about having to use a USB hub in addition to just the back of your PC. It also has an HDMI 2.1 port on the back for onboard graphics, although the USB 4s can also be used as a display. Number 4. ASUS ROG Strix X870EE Gaming Wi-Fi. While the 7800X 3D might have lost the title as the best gaming processor to the 9800X 3D, it is still a powerful CPU, and to get the most out of it, we recommend the ASUS ROG Strix X870EE Gaming Wi-Fi motherboard. This is an enthusiast-level motherboard with a high-end chipset, and it had excellent performance and thermal design when we tested it for our ASUS ROG Strix X870EE review. This motherboard received a 5 out of 5 rating from us, and its specifications are second to none. First, this is an ATX board that measures 12 inches x 9.6 inches, 30.5 centimeters x 24.4 centimeters, so first, ensure that your PC case can accommodate it. Besides that, it has a maximum memory capacity of 192 GB DDR5 RAM, which is overkill for tasks other than workstation-level workflows. This is even better when you factor in that it supports a maximum memory speed of 8,000 metric tons per second, OC, so your system can handle any workload with this mainboard at the center. On top of that, you get PCIe Gen 5 connectivity for GPUs and SSDs, meaning unrivaled speed and performance. If you're interested in exploring some options, check out the best Gen 5 SSDs for the top picks. Number 3. MSI B650M Project Zero. White, armored, and small is the easiest way to describe the MSI Project Zero. Oh, and of course, the connectors are on the back of the motherboard. All of these things make it a bit more unique, elegant, and clean. With so much covered, it hopes to protect the front from any damage you might cause to it. But also with the metal plating, it looks to keep your components cool, as the heat sinks on the VRMs and your NVMe SSDs keep the performance up there with temps kept lower. Along with the high quality and solid design, it moves most connectors to the back of the PCB. With the power sockets, fan pins, and all the fiddly small cable connectors around the edge, it keeps things tidy at the front of your build. This means you have to have a PC case compatible with this design, as the cutouts needed on the motherboard backplate are different and more plentiful than the standard, limiting which ones you can go for. In our testing, we put the 7900X into the motherboard and found how it handled the chip. There, it manages to provide a great deal of power efficiently and keep the temps relatively on par. The power provided training between 160 and 180W through the various tests, whilst the lost power reached no more than 4.5W, making it a strong efficiency choice for powering your CPU, especially as it has 2 EPS connectors. The VRMs and max motherboard temps stay around 50 degrees Celsius as it heats up with power. As for the ports at the back, it's a bit more limited, but still, a good variety is available. 7 USB-A ports are available at the back, ranging from 2.0 to 3.2 Gen ports, along with 2 Type-C USB 3.2 ports. Even the onboard graphics get both HDMI 2.1 and DP 1.4 if you need to use them briefly. Then there is both a Wi-Fi 6E module and a 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet port for your connectivity needs. There are also audio connectors to utilize. Number 2. ASUS Prime X870p Wi-Fi. If you want a high-end chipset but don't want to spend a lot on a new AM5 motherboard, we recommend the ASUS Prime X870p Wi-Fi. We tested and reviewed this motherboard, and it performed pretty well and had lower temps than the ASUS ROG Strix X870EE. For starters, this motherboard has a maximum memory capacity and speed of 192 GB DDR5 and 8,000 metric tons per second, respectively. On top of that, it also features PCIe 5 connections for storage and graphics cards. So, these are all the same as the ASUS ROG Strix X870EE. However, it has a 14+2+1 power delivery design, which means that it has 4 fewer phases than the ROG Strix. That being said, you should still be able to get good performance from the 7800X3D. It also features plenty of I/O, such as 2 USB 4 Type-C ports with a maximum speed of 40 gigabits per second. It also has Wi-Fi 7 connectivity for a fast wireless connection, meaning you should be able to game, stream, or work without needing a wired connection. Regarding its performance, we paired it with the Ryzen 7 9950X and the RTX 4070 and got 220 FPS in Cyberpunk 2077 with this combination. It didn't deliver as much power as the high-end options, but due to that, it had a lower temperature of 34 degrees Celsius during gaming. Overall, this is a great motherboard for those operating on a budget and can handle even the best that AMD has to offer right now. Number 1. MSI MagB 850 Tomahawk Max Wi-Fi. From the latest generation of AMD motherboards without the top-end price of the highest chipsets, we have the MSI MagB 850 Tomahawk Max Wi-Fi. Having had the chance to review this motherboard in-house, it left a strong impression thanks to its reliable performance and excellent power delivery to the CPU. This is an AM5 motherboard priced under $250, offering support for both Ryzen 7000 and 9000 series processors. Despite its mid-range pricing, this board delivers enthusiast-grade features. It supports up to 256 GB of DDR5 RAM at speeds of up to 8,400 metric tons per second. While that much memory may be overkill for most gaming or professional workloads, it offers excellent upgrade potential and ensures long-term flexibility as software demands grow. For storage and GPU connectivity, it includes PCIe 5.0 slots. This ensures compatibility with current and next-gen flagship GPUs like the RTX 5090, although even PCIe 4.0x16 still provides more than enough bandwidth for today's top cards, which means you're well covered for future upgrades. On the connectivity front, the board comes with Wi-Fi 7, the latest and fastest wireless standard, and a 5G LAN port for high-speed wired connections. For peripherals, you'll find a solid I/O setup, including 2 USB 10 gigabits per second Type-A ports, 1 USB 5 gigabits per second Type-A, and 4 USB 2.0 ports. To evaluate real-world performance, we paired this motherboard with a Ryzen 7 7800X3D and an RTX 4070 Ti, running a series of games and benchmarks. In Cyberpunk 2077, we recorded 242 FPS, with a max CPU temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and 67.2 W power draw. In Counter-Strike 2, the system achieved 730 FPS with a slightly higher temperature of 32 degrees Celsius, but a lower power draw at 54.4 W.